Welcome to the 2025 Schaar Labs Open House. My name is Dr. Marika Newhori, and I'm the Technical Communications Manager for the lab and for CCA, and I'll be your host for today's session. We're delighted to have you join us, all of our industry partners, collaborators, and sponsors, to hear about what we've been up to over the past year and the progress we've made and the exciting new directions our research is heading. And before we begin, on behalf of the lab, we'd like to say a sincere thank you to each and every one of you. Your support is absolutely vital to everything we do. It's what enables our team to push boundaries of AI, to take on ambitious projects, and to translate our research into real world impact. And just as a quick overview of today's program, you'll hear from 8 members of the lab about our latest advances. Each of the talks will be 15 minutes each, and we are going to be hearing across 3 different key themes. We've got frontiers, exploring uncharted directions in machine learning and pushing beyond today's boundaries, foundation, strengthening the core innovations first established by the lab and extending them to new domains. And finally, impact, translating research into transformative advances for healthcare and AI. And after each of these sections, we'll have about a 10 to 15 minute Q&A discussion. After each of these clumps of talks. Feel free to utilize the Q&A Zoom box throughout the talk, so we'll be able to select the questions at the end. And just to note that we will not be recording the Q&A sessions, so feel free to ask any questions you would like to. So with that, it's my pleasure to hand over to Professor Mihaela van der Schaar, who will be opening today's event.
The remit of today's open house is how in the last year we have been pushing the boundaries of the reality-centric AI agenda that we have introduced quite a few years back, and how we have done that with AI agents and agent networks, and with an overall goal to really transform discovery and innovation in general, and medicine and bioscience in particular. A warm welcome not only from me, but from our brilliant group of students. You see all of them here, and you see in purple the ones that have joined us in 2025. Our lab is not only full of unbelievably brilliant students, but also very diverse students. Diverse not only from the countries they are coming from, and we are coming from 20 plus countries. As you have seen, we have added 2 more in the last year. But also we are very diverse in terms of the backgrounds that we are coming from. We have in our lab economists, statisticians, mathematicians, computer scientists, physicists, engineers, and actually for the first time also a clinician. So it is this diversity of thought that really gives us the power and strength to innovate in this very cutting edge area of AI in a unique and impactful way. Also, our lab is very fortunate to have a commenter and a close collaborator, Andrew Rashbas, who is professor at the Harvard Business School and is the former CEO of The Economist, Reuters, and Euromoney. And Andrew has played a very important role also in the last year, together with me, in leading and mentoring the group. And together with Andrew, we set up a few years back this manifesto, which I think most of you are knowing by now, but I'd still like to highlight it because it's very unique to us and our lab, our credo, if you like, on building AI that is reality-centric and orienting the research that we do towards really advancing and progressing impact in the real world. If you have not had time to read it, or you are for the first time among our sponsors, I really encourage you to take a look. It is prominently displayed on our website. And the reason I'd like to highlight this because this differentiates us quite a lot from most machine learning and AI research labs. These labs are focusing on improving the machine learning agenda on well-known and often what I call Petri dish benchmarks. Most of the work is in the same area, providing methods, for instance, in reinforcement learning or interpretable AI. They often use similar methods repeatedly and build on this established work. There is nothing wrong with that because they also are advancing a very important AI ML agenda, and their excitement comes from development of new algorithmic possibilities. But we are different. Our reality-centric way is building AI that focuses on improving and impacting the real world for the better, creating new ways of thinking, identifying together with our broad set of collaborators new and unique challenges, and then building new methods in machine learning at the cutting edge, and often new strands of machine learning altogether. You are going to hear today at least about one new area, the area of auto-formalism, where we have done very much so in the last year. And this enables us to really formalize new and unique challenges and also explore at the same time multiple areas in machine learning, not just one. So you will see us working on almost any area of AI. Our lab is making advances. And it is through the excitement of really pushing the boundaries together with our collaborators and making an impact in the real world that our cutting edge AI is exciting. In the last year, I've put together a little manifesto about AI agents. AI agents are with us today. Almost everyone in industry is right now using AI agents. But our current AI agents are not very powerful, in my opinion. We can go much, much further. We can build something that I call Genies, which is the next generation AI agents. And in order to do so, we need to unlock a lot of potential of machine learning. So what you see in this little manifesto that's again on our website are 101 fundamental questions that machine learners must really answer to be able to really unlock this true potential. And our lab is very much working towards this. And what are really these capabilities? The abilities of these AI agents to generate and innovate beyond human capabilities. The ability to come up with very complex plans. For instance, we have worked for many years on changing and revolutionizing clinical trials together with numerous partners. Revolutionizing a clinical trial that is multi-stage, that's complex, that's subject to regulation. Building agents that can do that is at another level than what we see today in AI agent capability. But also executing plans, reasoning and validating. A lot of reasoning and validation that we see today is for very simplistic tasks. And I'm going to call math validation, for instance, and code validation simple, because we have very clear ground truth. What we are looking here is reasoning and validation of agents in complex domains such as biology and medicine. However, because we work in this area of medicine, bioscience, and education, it is extremely important for us to build AI that's trustworthy and transparent for humans. Also, we want these agents not to be introverted, but rather talk to each other. So communication among agents is paramount. And current agents today are not communicating very effectively. They also need to learn continuously and be able to feed their own learning. And last but not least, we want to build AI that is human empowering rather than replacing. So these 101 questions, please take a look. We are working towards many of these challenges. And I often say that every question in this manifesto is worth a PhD thesis. Also, as I mentioned, we are not wanting agents that are just working by themselves. Similarly to the internet and to the revolution that the internet has made decades ago, we are now on the brink on a true revolution in economics due to these AI agents. So agents are going to be pervasive in the workplace. They are going to work with humans, at times replace humans, at other times working in symbiosis with humans. And this will unleash new organizations and also a new economic era. So I'm very excited about that. Please take a look at this as well. Today, we are going to hear from several brilliant PhD students and one of our research engineers. And I've structured this day today to talk first about frontiers, very new ways of thinking that we have developed in the last 1 year to push really the boundaries. Then we have also continued to work in solidifying the foundations, things that we have been working on for some time, bringing them to the next level. And finally, impact. How do we take what we have built together with collaborators or together with clinical know-how to make an impact in the real world? So what you are going to see is first a talk about frontiers, then foundations, and then impact. Also, we have continued to push the frontier at the top AI conferences, and we have had a very successful year. Please take a look at both the diversity of things that we have published, but also the impact of the work that we have done. Again, the focus is on impacting the world. And in that process, I'm very proud that one particular work that becomes a lot more mature, and you are going to hear somewhat about this work, is the work that we are doing on digital twins. For a very long time, I've been interested in trying really to revolutionize the way we are dealing with patients over time, the ways in which we are dealing with patients within clinical trials, the way in which we keep population healthy, as well as early diagnose. And digital twins have been a tremendous advance in this agenda among quite a few others. So again, very proud of this impact. Also, we have been working closely together with all of you, our sponsors. And here is just a small snapshot. I'm sorry, I'm not highlighting all the great work we have done with all the sponsors, but it's just some of the work that we have done with 4 particular sponsors: AstraZeneca, GSK, Microsoft Research, and the Cystic Fibrosis Trust. Very much thank you for not only sponsoring us, but inspiring us. Another thing that I'm very proud of that has happened in this last 1 year is we have realized very early on the potential of AI to run code. Together with the brilliant Sam Holt and Max Leiten, we have been some of the very first people to, and definitely the first academic lab, to realize that large language model can run code. This is work that we have done many years back by now, but very recently we have capitalized also this ability to build no-code copilots such that our collaborators, and for that matter the entire world that's not able to code, is able to engage with cutting-edge AI. So a variety of copilots that we have built. One of them, which we have built in collaboration with Microsoft Research, is called Syncraft. As you know, we pioneered the topic of synthetic data around 10 years ago. Now it's a booming field. Many people are using synthetic data for many reasons, including training large language models, but a lot more than that. And Syncraft is really a powerful copilot that we are going to present to you to show how you can engage with the tools that we build nowadays without the ability to code. We also have disseminated our work to some of the major conferences in artificial intelligence, and we have continued to do so. And I'm very proud that every year I have one of my students who is almost at his graduation time, who partners with me to deliver such work. And this year is Hao Sun, who by now has just left the lab and has joined Google DeepMind. But together with Hao, in the last year, we have given quite a lot of tutorials at top conferences such as AAAI and ACL to really think about how human AI alignment can really happen, and how our long-standing work on inverse reinforcement learning can enable humans and machines to collaborate better together. Please take a look at our website where some of these tutorials and the slides associated with them are available if you have not followed us in these tutorials. Also, we continue to run the 2 engagement sessions that we have started 5 years ago. We are at session number 50 almost nowadays. Inspiration exchange, where actually this week we are going to talk about this new area we are building called autoformalism and our NeoRIPS highlights in November. Also, in terms of our collaboration with the revolutionary clinicians throughout the world, we have right now around 1,000 plus clinicians from all over the world joining our sessions once in a while or more frequently. And the session this week, actually tomorrow, is going to be on AI for oncology. So if you are a clinician in the room, we really hope that you can join us tomorrow and you can tell your colleagues and collaborators. Also, as you know, we are collaborating very closely with the Cambridge Center for AI and Medicine, which I have founded and I'm directing. So while in our lab, our focus is really on innovation at the cutting edge in this area of reality-centric AI, we also want to take this innovation to apply it to make an innovation and breakthroughs in biology and medicine. And you see here the faces of quite a few collaborators from the Cambridge Center for AI and Medicine. I'm very grateful to all of you for joining forces with us in CCM to do all this. Also, we are very much supported in CCM by Evgeny and Rob, who are our research engineers, and we simply could not exist without Marika and Miha, our technical comms manager and our center manager. Thank you, a huge thanks to you, Marika and Miha. But very, very much we want to thank you, our sponsors. Many of you are here today. We thank you for your sponsorship, for your support, but also for your inspiration. And we hope that we become even closer collaborators in the years to come. And finally, I'm really excited and continue to be excited about this world of reality-centric AI to which the lab is trying to contribute. And these genies, these next generation AI agents, I believe are a very important and impactful new technology which we are creating in the lab and giving life in the lab to allow for a real world impact to happen. Thank you very much.